Hey everyone, and welcome to Module 3. We're now actually moving into the three cornerstones of online research and media skills. Now, we've spent the last two modules really exploring theoretical perspectives that influence digital teaching and learning. In the first one, we looked at a majority of different theories, and then in Module 2, we try to apply these theories to screencasting. We also learn about Gagne's learning events, and Mayer's 12 principles of instructional design and digital media learning. And you got to try your hand at developing a screencast. Now we're going to look for that global audience. The internet has absolutely totally shifted the way that teachers connect with communities to expand their learning. These are commonly known as professional learning networks, or James G., the author of our book, refers to these often as affinity spaces. And we are going to explore some of these affinity spaces and collaborate and contribute to a tool. So there you have a variety of tasks during this module. But think about first, what does it mean to collaborate? And then inquiry, and putting these terms together. So when we think about how different learners use multiple pathways of knowledge to arrive at some kind of destination or to come to some kind of conclusion together, there are so many fundamentally wonderful opportunities for teachers to collaborate online. There's all the different Twitter chats like EdTech Chat, EdChat, CT EdChat. Now, a lot of these have taken a break for the summer, but there's still some out there. But there's other places, communities in Google Plus that I'm a member of. There's all of the Edmodo groups. So there's lots of places teachers are going online, tons of Facebook groups. So we want to really explore those and determine what does that mean, and then consider how can we harness those skills for spaces for our students to collaborate online using tools like ePals or the Flat Stanley Project or quad blogging. All of these different opportunities that students can use to kind of collaborate online during inquiry projects. So let's look at what your tasks are for this module. Let me just share my screen real fast. So when we're looking at this, at our tasks, you have a few. Let's look at the module. So you just have to do, obviously, the readings. There's 3 readings for this module. And then you have a couple different tasks. You need to review 3 digital texts and tools that can be used for collaborative inquiry in the classroom. This could be a space like ePals or Edmodo or Flat Stanley, or it could be like a strategy like quad blogging. But we need 3 different ways that you could do collaborative inquiry in the classroom. Then your other project is, hold on, let me just bold this, is to contribute to an online tutorial. And I'll talk about that more in a second. But finally, you have to participate, hopefully, or lurk in a weekly discussion and then you're going to write up a review. And this is also due on the 20th. So what you have to do for your 2 major tasks in this module is to write an online tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now, and then participate or lurk in a weekly discussion. That's a Twitter chat, or maybe it's a Google Hangout on Air, a group of teachers that get together and host a discussion. But let's look at the online tutorial first. This is on a website that myself and Ian O'Byrne moderate, and we're trying to collect different classroom resources that can be used. Everything that you put on the site is, we ask that you license with a Creative Commons license. But you will be making, what we have down here are some of the tech tutorials, and there's already a lot of them. So what you need to do this Well, first you have to figure out how to use Google Sites, but it's really not that hard. If you click on New Page here, and you're going to select a template to use. You're going to select the tech tutorial template. And you'll put it, and then you just hit create. And I've made instructions for you on the template, so you can follow them step by step. It tells you exactly what the sections that you need to have in the website. So you need to have a summary of the tool. You need to have the pedagogical uses, like always. Everything starts with our pedagogical goal. And here's you want to have a screencast where you're describing exactly what you're doing with that tool. Then you have the how do I do it section. And here you can have a screencast and or annotated screenshots. This is like your step-by-step guide to how you accomplished this. So this considered to be your content, your pedagogy knowledge, and this down here kind of your technological knowledge. What do you need to be able to do to get this first goal done? Then describe the limitations. Sometimes it might be cost or the amount of in-app purchases, or it could be like a very bandwidth-heavy app. What are some of the problems that teachers might have to face? Then finally, finish with a conclusion. Make a final recommendation. Is this something that you think that teachers should use? And that's it for the tutorial. Now, for the weekly discussion assignment, you have to watch a Twitter chat, or maybe find a Facebook group that is pretty active and follow that, and really think about what are the implications for the teachers as they're engaged in online collaborative inquiry. If you are curious, I will be doing a Twitter chat tomorrow at 8 o'clock on critical race theory, which is followed up by a show that I host on Monday, part of the Literacy Research Association's Research to Practice netcast show. So you can join me there, or you can Google just educational Twitter chats and try to find one that is not on break for the summer. But there's many chats that happen every week, so you should be able to find one that meets with your schedule. You do not have to participate, you just have to watch. If you do want to participate, I do encourage that. If you don't want to use Twitter, you could find one of the communities that are available on Google+. There are tons of educational communities. They may not have weekly chats, but you can kind of just watch it for a couple days and summarize some of the learning or the shortcomings that you see happening. So if you have any questions, reach out to me on Hangouts or via email. All right, everybody, good luck.